What's up everybody, it's HomiesOfMars back in today with another video. And today I want to make this video straight and to the point, but we're going to be comparing the Doom Bow and the heavy bow of the Asgard Guardian. Let's get into it. First, let's take a look at the D-Bow. The D-Bow, what a classic bow. Damage is 4 to 500, the range is 7.04, and the rate of fire is 33%. Fame bonus is also 6%, but I don't really factor that in when I talk about the weapon comparison guide. Next up, the heavy bow of the Asgard Guardian. The damage is a lot higher. 1350 to 1650 with a range of 9. Still, the shots hit multiple targets. The rate of fire is a lot lower by 11%. The fame bonus is 1% lower with 5%. Now let's take a look at the DPS. As you can see, the Doom Bow is going to be in light green, and then the Asgard bow is going to be represented in yellow. The Asgard bow actually stays ahead of the Doom Bow the entire time, no matter what. This actually kind of caught me by surprise, but I'm not too surprised. The fact that the Asgard bow does have an 11% fire rate doesn't actually bring it back too much compared to the Doom Bow. But just because this bow has more DPS than the Doom Bow doesn't mean it actually is completely better, in my opinion. There's many other factors that actually come into play other than just DPS. But looking at the raw DPS, we can tell that the Asgard bow kicks Doom Bow's butt. Let's take a look at some of the reasons why the Doom Bow is better than the Asgard Bow and why the Asgard Bow is better than the Doom Bow. First up, the Doom Bow. The Doom Bow, it shoots faster. Obviously, this is really good and important because some enemies in this game move really fast, and so it's hard to land your shots on certain enemies that move extremely fast compared to the Asgard Bow. Also, the Doom Bow has faster projectiles as well, so keep that in mind. Not only does it shoot faster, it has faster projectiles, so it's more consistent, and it's also cheaper, so it's simply just a better value. And it still has good DPS for what it is. I mean, you can usually find this bow for like at least 1,000 or lower on the market, and I'd say it's definitely worthwhile investment for an archer. The Asgard bow definitely has higher damage no matter what, unless, you don't hit the shots. Now, evasion also does play a role in this, and you can definitely notice if evasion comes into play with the Asgard bow where you shoot the enemy and it just simply misses and it says that it misses over their head, that's when you really notice the issue. Because this game, it is very punishing to the Asgard bow when it comes to evasion. But that doesn't really matter too much because you still get good damage either way. I mean, if you have a fully buffed archer and you have a cursed enemy and you're like damaging, you can do like 5 or 6k to 7k shots with the Asgard bow. It's insane. It also has a lot more range, and the difference between 7 and 9 range is actually pretty huge in my opinion, and I think it's really useful for doing certain things like galaxies is really nice because you can sit a lot further back, and just sitting and doing other things like Oryx and all that, it's so much easier with the Asgard bow. I'd say the range is one of the biggest highlights on this bow, and also it's a lot better for stationary targets. So if a target is stationary, the Asgard bow is just always going to do more damage than the Doom Bow pretty much no matter what, and I'd say that's why I would personally carry both. But you know what? If you had to choose one or the other, you kind of have to take these pros and cons. I think if I had to choose one, it'd probably be the Doom Bow, if I had to choose one. But honestly, they're both really good bows to work together with. Overall, if you're able to master the Asgard bow, it's definitely a rewarding bow to use. It can be annoying sometimes and almost kind of get brain dead feeling after using it for so long because it really does require a lot of skill to use the bow. It's not easy. It's not just a point and click and shoot bow. You really have to work on landing your shots, especially when the enemies move a lot. But it's very rewarding. And again, personally, I like both bows. But you know what? If I had to choose one, it would be the Doom Bow. But that doesn't mean I don't like the Asgard bow a lot. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a comment on what I should compare next in the description. Also, let me know if you like this faster form video. I enjoyed making it, and I think it's kind of a better way to make these videos, especially when it's not a lot of information, but it's to the point and just straight up gives you what you need to know. If you guys want longer form videos on comparison guides, let me know. And I think maybe class guides would have to be that way, but weapon guides could be a lot shorter. And possibly, well, no doubt dungeon guides would have to be a lot longer. But I think for the comparison guides on weapons, I think it's a good fit. Let me know what you guys think. Anyways, guys, have a good day, and I'll talk to you all later.